I'm adding a web form, guys. The database I'm using is NotTwin. The table I'm using is employees. GridView sorting. Let's add a GridView first. ASP colon GridView ID is equals to GV EMPS. Run it equal to server. Okay. Let me go to the load event. And in the load event, I just wanted to load the data using system.data. Using system.data.sql client. Okay. Now I'm declaring a data set DS. I'm declaring a data set. Next, if session of employee DS not equal to or equal to null, means if there is no value in the session. The same old last line code only. What we're doing, SQL data adapter DA is equals to new SQL data adapter. Write your SQL statement here. Next, read CS dot, which database? NotTwin. Read CS dot NotTwin. Now write some query to get the data from employee table here, whatever columns you want. Actually, I was fetching some 4 columns in the table. Have a look. Employee ID, last name, first name, title. Okay, let me minimize the columns here. No need these many number of columns. I'll remove the title. Date column is here. Okay. We'll have C column. Postal code, home phone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns here. I'm taking 7 columns from the table. Database is NotTwin. Next, DS is equals to new data set. Next, da.fill DS comma for the table employees. See, in the second parameter, we give the table name now. The table name need not be the same name of our actual table. You can give any name you like, not any problem. Just for identification, that's all. So actual table name is employees. I'm using employees. Tomorrow you want to give a different name also, no problem there. Okay. Fine. Next. Session of is equals to DS. Else. In the else part, what do you do, guys? You pick the value from the session. DS is equals to data set of session of EMPDS. Yeah. First time you loaded data from database. Second time you're loading data from session. Now, I want to display this data in the grid now. Okay. What is grid name? GV EMPS.data source is equals to DS database. I did not write anything new, guys. First time it will connect to database and load the data into the grid control. Okay. Run. So I got the data. 9 columns are there. Sorry, 7 columns are there. All 7 columns loaded. Clear now? Now see right now, I want an option for sorting. How do you sort? Generally, when we click on the column name, the sorting works. When we click on the column name, the sorting works generally. Okay. I want to do a sorting by clicking on the column name here. But these column names are not clickable. Right? Okay. Then do one thing. Go to GridView properties. Watch it. Right now, your column names are shown black in color. And allow sorting, set it as true. Change it to hyperlinks now. And now you see all your columns are going to be hyperlinks here. Now they're clickable. And when you click in event files, see, you can write the code in that event now. You can write the code in that event. So when you click on this sorting event is going to fire, and you can implement the logic inside of the sorting event actually. Okay. So let us do this, guys. Go to events. Which event? Open the mouth here. Sorting. Go to the sorting event, and here you can implement the logic. How to sort? If at all you want to sort, the first important thing is we need to identify the column clicked by the user. User clicked on some column. Which column? I need to identify that now. User clicked on a column. Which column? I need to identify that column first. How to identify the column? See, remember yesterday when we are writing paging, we have used the e.new page index, set you the index of the page now. Same way we have e.sort expression will tell you the name of the column that is clicked by the user. Check. Yeah. So now I'm clicking on this column now. Lelio. So it is telling you the column that is clicked by the user. Means what is the meaning? You click on this means you want to sort based on the first name now. You clicked on this means you want to sort based on the postal code. Correct or not? Whatever column you click, the user wants to sort on that particular column. Okay. So how to implement this logic? Yeah. Guys, notice this carefully. First time, the data is loaded into the data set and bound to the grid, bound to the GridView and stored in a session. Next time onwards, it loads you the data from the session. Where is the data? In the data set now. In the post back array, in the load event and the post back, the data will be in the data set. We need to sort it. How to sort? Actually, if at all you want to sort the data in the data set, there is an option available. What the option is? Remember, system.data has 6 classes in it. System.data namespace has 6 classes. Rest of the namespace have 6 classes. What are the 6? Connection, command, data reader, data adapter. We used all these classes till now. Connection we used. Command we used, data reader we used, data adapter we used. Still have some classes called command builder, parameter, we use them. Okay. And when you come to system.data, 6 classes are there, I said you there. What are the 6 classes? Data set, data table, data row, data column, data view, and the data relation. Total 6 classes. In this year, we already talked on 4 classes, you know that? What 4, sir? Yesterday I said you. Data set is a collection of tables where each table is an instance of a class data table. I don't feel anyone sitting in the classroom here. Your body is present here, that's all, not your mind. Yesterday only taught you. What is that? Data set is a collection of not tables, data tables. A collection of data tables where each data table is an instance of a class data table. Data table is a collection of data rows and data columns where each data row is an instance of a class data row And each data column is an instance of a class data column. Or otherwise, I'll tell in simple words. Data set, collection of tables. Every table is a data table. Table, collection of rows and collection of columns. Every row is a data row. Every column is a data column. Understood or not? Every row is a data row and every column is going to be a data column basically. So that's what exactly it has. I mean, already we covered 4 classes there only now. Data set, inside of it, data table, inside of it, data row and data column. The 5th class is data view. What is the 5th class? Data view is the 5th class. What do you have in this case now? Okay, what is this data view now? What is the data view? So data view class, if you just understand about the data view class now, the data view class actually is used for performing filtering operations and sorting operations. Data view is a class available here. By using this data view class, what we can do is we can do filtering and sorting operations. If at all you want to do filtering and sorting operations, we use data view based. Okay, so what is that? The data view class, basically we use it for 2 reasons. What are the 2 reasons? One is for filtering. Filtering data from a data table. Filtering data from a data table. Second thing, sorting. What is that? Sorting the data in a data table. Sorting as well as filtering. So what we require to do first is, we require to create a data. We need to create this particular data view now. We need to create a data view. How to create? Like this. Watch. Data view DB is equals to ds dot tables of which table? Employees table dot default view. When you call this property, what it will do, it will create a view. It will create a view representing the table now. Which table? And why is it like this? Because today our data set has 1 table only. Imagine 10 tables are there. Which table you want to do now? There should be a clarity now. That is why you require to refer to the table now and call the property called as default view. Now it will create a data view representing your table. Which table? Employees table. Now under this, we have a property called as row filter. By using this property, we can do some filtering operations now. We can do some filtering operations now. I want to display only data based on something, a condition something. I can do a filter now. Okay, but our requirement is not filtering, guys. Our requirement is sorting. You can do sorting also. Dot sort is equals to the name of the column you want to sort. The name of the column based on which you want to sort. And which column I want to sort now? User selected column. How do you get the user selected column? E dot sort expression. Are you clear? Sort is equals to the name of the column. Which column? E dot sort expression. Next, what do you do? Next, bind this data view to bind the view to the table. Grid now. Okay. GV EMPS dot data source is equals to DV and GV EMPS dot data bind. See the difference? Eh? What did you bind here? Data set. But here you're not binding a data set, you're binding a data view now. You're binding a data view now. Okay. So observe this. When I click on the first name, see data is sorted based on the first name now. Last name. Employee ID. Array, whatever column you click, it is sorting based on that column. See. Working or not? Okay, so whatever column you click, it is sorting based on the appropriate column. So working. So what the code? See, simple. First step, create a data view. Pointing to the table you want. Pointing to the table you want. Which table you want? Today we have only 1 table, but imagine here tomorrow if the multiple tables are there, you want to sort on which table, you should tell that now. That is why we should refer to the table. You can use index also, but I thought like name will be a bit descriptive. You can use 0. Okay, now second step. You're required to call the property called sort and specify the name of the column on which you want to sort. I want to sort based on this column. Okay, third step. bind this to the grid control. Earlier you bound the data set, but now you bound the data view. Are you clearer or not? But this is not a bit satisfactory now. The output is not satisfactory. Why, sir? Because, see, when I click on this, sorting is working. Working now. But do you notice any time in the real time when a second time click, it will sort based on the descending order? Array, is he not doing it? First click will do a ascending sort. Second click will do a descending sort. But it's not doing it. It's doing only ascending sort. That's all. See, all columns, ascending sort only is working now. But tomorrow the client will expect like this. What is it? Array, first click, make it ascending. Second click, make it descending now. So ascending, descending should work. Are you clearer or not? Means the second click is based on the previous click. Na? Array, the second click should be done based on the previous one. But how do I know the previous one? Because web applications are stateless. I don't know the previous one now. What is selected previous, I don't know. Are you getting me or not? Okay, let's do one thing. In the load event, you stored your data set in a session now. In the next line, I'm writing view state of sort order is equals to descending. I'm storing a value in the view state, guys. What is the value? Sort order. What is the value? Sort order. What is the value I stored? Descending. Okay, now? Well, in the sort code, I'm trying like this. If view state of sort order dot to string is equals to, now what is the initial value, guys? Means when the first time I click, I'll get descending only na. Tell me, I'll get descending. If it is descending, now what am I doing, you know? Did you understand the logic first? Tell me, initial value is descending here. First time you click on it, descending now, it will change to ascending. Are you clear? If I click next time, descending, this will keep on changing, ascending, descending, descending, ascending now. Are you clear? Okay. Now come here. This is your sort expression now. Sort expression will tell you column name now. Okay. Concatenate here. Space. And afterwards, I'm writing view state of sort order. Array, you learned about order by clause in SQL now. How do you write? Tell me. Every day in every query I'm writing now. Array, every day in every query I'm writing order by column name. And afterwards you give a space and write ascending or descending. If I don't write anything, default is ascending. But just to give you an idea, a default is ascending, I mentioned there, but I don't mention also default is ascending only. And this ascending can be changed to descending, and descending can be changed to ascending. So what is the initial value? Ascending. Means first time when I load my page, it will show you ascending now. Are you getting me or not? And when I click on any column, automatically it will be first click will be ascending, second click will be descending. So what happens here? See, what did you write? Sort expression is column name. Suppose first name is a column. First name. Afterwards, space, ascending or descending, whatever it is. Okay, add a breakpoint here, man. Run the code. Recollect. In the load event, we have stored the value as DESC. Am I right? Come on. In the load event, what did you store? DESC. Now I'm clicking on first name. So it should be first name ascending, right? It should be first name ascending. Click on this. Watch. What is the initial value? Descending. See now, became ascending now. Come here. You can observe. Spelling mistake or spelling mistake here. Yeah, that's why I did not get it. Spelling mistake, sort order. That's why I did not get the value. Yeah. So observe everyone. What did you get here? Ascending. Correct now? And now what is the value of the view state? Ascending is the value in the view state. Okay. And now see, first ascending. Now we'll click on the second time now. When I click on the second time, guys, now the value is not ascending. What is the value? What is the value? Sorry, the value is not descending. The value is ascending. So changes to descending. Changing to descending now. Come here again. You can observe. Descending now. So now the sort should be descending order. Check. Working? Yes or not? Okay. See, ascending, descending. Are you clear? But there's a mistake in this. Can you identify? All should change. All will change. Otherwise, one column will change. Yeah. All rows will change here. The complete table should change. Na? How will you change only that column? You change this one. You also wrong column, wrong last name, first name. Complete table should change. That wrong here. Identify the mistake. Each time means I clicked on this. No, it will not change. Correct only. See, you need to pick that column only. You should not see other column values now. We are sorting on last name is last name only you should see. Every time it will go to server. That's not the issue. The output is a mistake. That's all. The output is coming wrong. I'm not talking about performance. I'm not talking about server submission. Not. Did not notice? Watch it. No, every column is working. Watch it. Now, what is it? Descending. Next, ascending. Correct now? Descending, ascending. When I click on the employee ID, what should come? Ascending or descending? First click should always be ascending only now. But see, that is the mistake. Why, sir? Because previous column is ascending, automatically this column is becoming descending. Wrong na. First click on every column should be ascending. If I click on that column, it should be descending. But right now it is not behaving like this. See, watch again. What is ascending right now? When I click on the first name, it should be ascending. But see, it is not ascending. Descending. First click on any column should be ascending order. If I make a second click, then change to descending. But first click should never be descending for any column. Did you understand or not? That's what until I point and tell you won't understand the mistake. It's working finally now, you think. But these are the things what the client should point basically. These are the things what the client should figure out and tell you, it's not right. First click should always be ascending for a column. So this is wrong. Understood me or not? Okay, let us fix it. Let us fix this one. What is that? First click on any column should be ascending. First click on any column should be ascending. And second click only should change to descending. Okay now? Well, to fix it here, I'll make a small change. Initial sort order. What is the initial sort order value I showed you? No, guys. I want to store the actual initial sort order value. What is the actual initial sort order value? Employee ID AC. Correct or not? Even, did you notice this or not? If you observe this, I did not change it. We are having an ascending order now. First time I click, it should change to descending order. Correct or not changing? See, not changed. When it changed, the second time it changed. That wrong. Client will point out. The first time when I open it and click on this, it's not coming employee ID. It is coming in the second click. That is wrong. Again, you can notice. Again, I'm showing you. Observe. Minute mistakes are also observed by the clients. They will keep an eye on every of this particular thing. Mainly testing team only will track all these things. Testing team will tell, we're wrong, 2 clicks. 2 clicks are happening there. First time employee ID. If I click on this, it should work on descending. Correct? See, first click is not working. See? Second click will work. But wrong now. First click only should change up to descending now. That is right. To fix that only, initially I'm not storing descending. Initially what I'm storing, see? What is the default order? Store that. What is the default? Employee ID ascending. Okay. Now come here. I'm just making a change in this code. Okay. Observe this. First, view state of sort order dot toString will return you what? Employee ID ASC. How many words are there in that? 2 words. One is employee ID. Second one is. Any separator between the two? Space is the separator now. Correct now? Observe this, guys. There is a method called as split. There is a method called as split. I explained about this particular method in the extension methods video also. It will split the string into words. It will split the string into words and returns you a string array. You need to tell based on what the splitting has to be done. The splitting should be done on the space. So what it will do, it will break your sentence into 2 words and will store in a string array. First element contains employee ID. Second element contains ASC. Watch. String SARR, is equals to. So now what will SARR contain? SARR of 0 is employee ID. SARR of 1 is ASC. Okay. Now I'm writing a small condition here. What is the condition? If SARR of 0 means always employee ID not I'll tell you like this. The column present in the column that is stored in the view state. The column name stored in the view state now. What is SARR of 0 means? The column name stored in the view state is equals to E dot sort expression means what is the meaning of that statement? Tell me. You are going to become application developer. Simple line of code, you are not able to explain it. I am not sorting at all. Where did I sort it? What is the meaning of that line? I asked you. That's all. The column name stored in the view state and the column clicked by the user both are same. What is in the view state? Employee ID. User also clicked on employee ID. Both are same now. No, column is employee ID. User clicked on first name. Both are not same now. If they are same, what you should do? Ascending should change to descending. Descending should change to ascending. Understood? If both are same, see what I'm doing? I'm writing another condition. What is the condition? If SARR of 1. What is SARR of 1? SARR of 1 means ascending or descending. That is a sorting order. Okay? Is equals to ASC. If it is equal to ASC, what am I doing now? View state of sort order is equals to E dot sort expression plus DSC. Else ASC. See the first condition check. What is the first condition check? The value that is present in the view state and the column that is selected by the user, both are same. If both are same now, ascending should change to descending, descending should change to ascending. Are you clear? Now else. Else means these two are not same. What two are not same? The column present in the view state and the column the user selected, both are not same now. Array, both are not same. Default should be ascending. Default should be ascending. What do you write? The default should be ascending. Okay, come here. Now here, you don't require to say e dot sort expression, all these things. Directly what you can do? I can assign the view state value to that. I can assign the view state value because already in the view state I stored of all the things now. Column name as well as ascending, descending, everything is present. Okay, debug the code here, you'll understand it. Okay, come on. What is the initial value in the view state? Employee ID ASC, correct? Okay. Now see, by default, the data is arranged on the employee ID ASC only now. If I click on this, what should happen? First click should change to descending. Earlier, second click is changing. Did you remember or not? But what is your intention? First click only should change. Will it work or not? Let us see. Let's click on this. Let us click on this. Observe. Now it is picking the value from the session and breaking it into an array. Watch. Are you clearer or not? Now tell me, what is present to the 0th position? Employee ID. What is the column you selected? Employee ID. See, both are equal. If both are equal, now what I'm doing, if ascending is present, I will change to descending now. See the second condition? SAR of 1. What is present in SAR of 1? Ascending means both are equal now. If both are equal, what did I do? See? I made it descending and stored in the view state. Okay, watch. Yes, these two are equal. Then what is the value in the view state? Sort expression descending. Okay, next, come here. See there, default view, and you can check the sort expression, all of you. Change it to descending now. Run again. You got in the descending order. Now click on this column second time. So change to ascending order. Oh, come on, see. Again. Observe everyone. Okay now? Again, this if condition is true, but this if condition is false. Goes to else part. What is coming? Ascending order. And going to assign ASC now. Are you clear? Earlier, what happened here? After this, when I click on the second, it used to change to descending first. Correct or not? Array, the first click on a column is ascending. If you go to my second column, it is changing to descending. But should change to ascending. See, when I click on this, ascending. When I click on this, also it should be ascending only. Then when you want descending, sir, array, if I click on the same column, second time it should be descending. First time it should not be descending. First time it should be ascending only. Understood? See now, click on this. Tell me, what is the column name in the session? Sorry, view state. But what did you select? Are they matching? So comes to else part. And see there, in the else part, default is taken as ascending. Default is taken as ascending. Run it. I will remove the breakpoint, guys. Check it out carefully. See, first click. First click. Check it out. Everything first click is ascending. See there. First click on any column will be ascending. Understood, all of you? Okay. See, second click will change to descending. See. Working, okay. But again, from here, if you go to first column, ascending, descending. Are you clear? Okay. So be careful with the appropriate logic. You should be carefully managing the things here. If it is ascending, change to descending. When column selected is same. But if column selected is different, default should be ascending. Default should be ascending. Mainly, this is only what you require to understand here. This is very simple code. What you done here? Created a view. Afterwards, what is the expression for sorting? These two lines you know already. You need to understand only this carefully. Understood? This is the second feature of your data set. What is the first feature? Paging. Last day demonstrated your paging. And the second feature, sorting. You can do paging as well as you can do sorting. Understood me or not? You can do paging as well as you can do sorting. Both the two actions can be done over here. Understood? Okay, so this is about the sorting. Third feature. What is the third feature? Customization. What is the third feature? Customization. What is the customization? Right now, when you bind the table to the GridView, automatically based on the number of columns present in the table, it is generating the table for you automatically now. Yes or not? Based on the number of columns, it is automatically generating a table here. Am I right or wrong? Automatically it is generating you a table and showing you the output. And in this process, the controls that will be created here also will be based on the columns in the table. The controls that will be created here also will be based on the columns in the table. In a sense, integer columns, string columns will create your text box. Got it or not? Integer columns, string columns will create your text box. Suppose if it is a checkbox or a radio button column, Boolean column, it's a Boolean, creates a checkbox. Creates a checkbox for you now. But well, now, in the three examples I shown you, I don't have a Boolean column anywhere. But if at all you have a Boolean column, you will get a checkbox. Shall we load from our customer? Our database customer, we have a Boolean column with true or false values now. We'll try that, guys. Watch it. So, from ASP colon GridView ID is equals to customer, run it equal to server. Let me take you to the load event using system.data using system.data.SQL client. Okay, just observe this code, all of you. SQL connection con is equals to new SQL connection. Read CS dot ASPD. SQL command CMD is equals to new SQL command comma con. What I'm fetching, select customer ID, name, balance, city, status from customer, order by customer ID. SQL data reader. On dot CMD dot execute reader. Okay. GV customer dot data source is equals to DR. GV customer dot data. Okay. On dot yours. Nothing, man. Your previous code is simple. I use the data set. Just I want to show you data readers also can be bound. That's why I changed the code to data reader. In the previous examples, what I used? Data set. Why use the data set? In the previous example, I want to maintain the state of the values. I want to store the data set into a session. Are you clear? In this example, I don't want to maintain the state of the values. I don't want to store the data reader entire session. That's why I use the data reader. Sir, can't we use a data set? We can use. But recollect yourself, I already taught you. Data readers are faster than data sets. I already said you. What is the advantage of a data reader? I said you. Data readers are faster compared with data sets. I see many of the people not concentrating on the class. If you're not interested, get out of the classroom. That guy, where your concentration is, man? Where is your concentration? If you're not interested, get out of the classroom here. I don't care. If your focus is on the screen and towards it, sit in the classroom. Okay? Otherwise, get out of the classroom. I'm very clearly telling you. Am I clear why is the data reader? I don't want to maintain the state first. When you don't want to maintain the state now, there's no point of using a data set here. Are you clear? And why I use the data reader? Faster than data set. If you think of performance, data readers are faster than the data sets. That is why I just went for a data reader in this example. See guys, I'll be interchangeably using data sets also, data readers also. If I use data sets, mainly my point is I'm trying to maintain the state of the value, then only use data sets. No, don't want to maintain the state of the value, just want to display the data, that's all. And I don't want any state management. Then I'll use data readers because they are faster. See now, run it and see, you will get the data as the same as we saw. So don't forget, data readers also can be bound to grid and data sets also can be bound to the grid. Okay. Again, fail for yes here. Oh, any password wrong? Just a minute. I think on the day when I was explaining you, I changed the password and shown you, I think, yes. On that day, I said, you man, if you change that tomorrow, if you want to change, you can change off here. I said, I forgot to change it again. That's why I did not get it out. But okay. Boolean. You got a checkbox, see? You got a checkbox now. Suppose if images are there, it will get an image. Got it or not? If there are images, it will get image now. Automatically it will render you the control based on the data type. It will render you the control based on the data type. Okay. So by default, what is happening? This control is loading the data from database based on the column in the table. It is rendering the output. It is rendering the table here. Based on the database table, it is rendering the tables now. Are you getting me or not? But I want to, if I create a table on my own, if I create a table on my own by writing table, TRT, all these tags now, I can write some style code. I can write some style code now. I can do some styling for my table now. Yes or not? Okay, but now I'm not writing any table. It is generating now. It is generating. So you too can do styling for this also. Styling is possible for this also. Okay, observe it. I want the table to be in the center of my screen. I want my table to be in the center of my screen. Okay, watch guys. Just a minute. First, I want to give a caption. Caption. Customer details. Or a caption. Okay. Next, horizontal align is equals to center. Center. Okay. Well, now I can do styling for my column names. I can do styling for my column values. For everything, you can do styling. You can apply styling. I'll apply all the styling. Just a second. Because I just want to applying this particular session, this one. All these columns you see, customer ID is aligned to left. All are aligned to left here. Not looking good. Why? You expect the status to be aligned center. Checkbox center of the cell now. And numeric columns better always to align to the right. Always align to the right. We always align numeric columns to right, string columns to the left, like the checkbox and radio buttons to the center. These alignments will be different. I want to do all the alignments now. If you want to do all these alignments on your own, do one thing first. Do one thing first carefully. What is that? Just a minute. And not do anything, just only split the tag, that's all. Okay. Watch it. Auto generate columns is equals to, what's the property? Auto generate columns is equals to false. Refresh. Sir, what happened? What did you write there? See? What is the meaning of it? Don't generate the columns. Don't generate the column. Why? I want to generate on my own now. I want to generate, because when I generate, I have a option. What option? I can give my own name to my column names. I can give my own text to the column name. Right now, what is the text now? The text is the actual table. The text one is coming here. What is the actual table? Column name, custody. You're also showing custody only. But I want to show it as customer ID. Or I want to show only as ID. I can do all the customization now. Okay. So that's why, see, when I do this, the table is removed off. I'm not getting the table. Okay. What next step? The next thing is, inside of it, we have a tag called as columns. Simple English, man. You're defining the columns now. How to define the columns? To define these columns, you are given with different options, man. To define the columns, you are given with different options. First option, bound field. This will generally, this is the default field, man. This is the default. What is this? It will show you like a label. It will show you like a label. By default, you saw columns like a label. Yes or not? And if you change to edit mode, right now we did not change to edit mode. If I change to edit mode, they will convert into text boxes automatically. That is called bound field. That is called as bound field. Second one, the name itself is telling you, what is that? Means you can make your things look like a button. If you click on that, something should happen now. Third one, we already saw checkbox. We create a checkbox now. Next, these are actually special buttons, man. These are special buttons, like what, edit, delete, select. These are some special buttons. We'll see how to use everything. Okay, wait. Next. Array, that column should look like a hyperlink now. When I click on this, it has to navigate to somewhere. It's a hyperlink now. Next. For images, we use image field now. Next. Template. What is this template field? Basically, we have a button field here, checkbox field here, hyperlink here, image here. Only these four controls we have. Huh? Tell me, we have only these four controls. Huh? So many other controls are there. Huh? All the other controls, you can use template fields and change the controls you want. I want a radio button. I want a drop-down list. I can customize it accordingly by using template field. Shall we try them? Okay. I'll start with the bound field first. I'll start with the bound field. See now. ASP column. See, showing you all the fields, see? Showing everything, see? Okay, ASP column, bound field. Now you can try everything you want. What First tell what column of the table should be bound to it. What column of the table should be bound to it. How data field is equals to, tell the column name. Which column? Customer ID of the table should be bound for this particular bound field. Okay, next. What header text you want to see? What is the header text? By default, it is cust ID, but I want to see it as ID. That's all. Only as ID. Okay. Observe it, everyone. Now, I am taking it to the browser. Refresh. Check it out. You got it. Sir, can you put the data in the center of the cell? Yeah. See, you can do styling for header also. You can do styling for item also. This is called as header. I'm sorry. This is called as header. This is called as item. You have header style separately, item style separately. Shall we do some styling for the header now? Header style. Watch it. These are all the header style options. Are you clear? Header style. I am setting back color is equals to yellow. Okay. Next, header style. Fore color is equals to red. You want the styling for that now? Okay, same way you can do item styling also now. You can do item styling also. Observe. Now you say item style. Horizontal align is equals to center. Check. Everything can be customized here. I want to give a background color, foreground color. I can do now. I can do same item style, fore color, item style, back color. You can do all the alignments. So shall we add the rest of the columns now? Come on. Simply copy this, man. Copy this. Paste it here. Come on, change it. What is the data field? Name. Name. Header text. I want the header text also to be name only. Or otherwise, I want them in the uppercase. That's all. I want in the uppercase. Actual column name is lowercase, but I want to show in uppercase everything here. Next. Header style, I don't want to change. I don't want item style. Why? Names are not center aligned anytime. Names are always left aligned. Name. Okay. Afterwards, balance. I want the balance. Okay. What a column name? Balance. What I want to show? Balance. Don't forget what? Numeric columns are always right aligned, not left aligned. They should be right aligned. Okay. Next, city. The next thing is city. Column name, city. City. And city is a string column. There is no need of alignment for this now. Lastly, status. I just run the status. Status. Other text. Status. Just a second. It's not a bound field, guys. Checkbox field. It's a checkbox field. And coming to the align should be center again. Got it. Are you clearer? Okay, so now I'm just doing my own alignments to my data. I'm just trying to give my styling for my column names, what I want. Everything I'm able to specify on my own. Are you clearer or not? Okay, you may think like this, sir. You are getting checkbox there now. Can you get a radio button? Can we get a radio button? Radio buttons also can be used for selections now. Can we get a radio button? Yeah, we can get a radio button. We can get a radio button. How to get a radio button? I'll tell you. Right now, tell me, is the checkbox editable or non-editable? Why you know? You are in a read-only mode now. Understand, man? You are in a read-only mode now. If you want to edit this, you are required to change to the edit mode. You are required to change to the edit mode. How to change to edit mode, I'll tell you. But you are required to change to the edit mode in this context. If you change to edit mode only, editing operations will be available. Are you clearer? Okay. So how to change this to edit mode? We'll see this in the next example. How to change to edit modes and all the things. So right now when you press a radio button also should be in the read-only mode only. Correct or not? Radio button also should be in the read-only mode. Okay. How to get the radio button, I'll tell you. Watch it. Let me comment this last field. Let me comment it. Now, in the place of it, you're required to go for using template field. I said you that only. If you want to place your own controls, what you should use? Template field. Next. Template fields doesn't have data field column C. Template fields doesn't have data field. They don't have the data field property, but they will have header text. All these properties will be there here also. Header text is equals to all these things are going to be present. So let me paste it and I'll change this. Not a bound field, guys. It is a template field. And very importantly, we don't have data field here. Okay. What is header text? The header text should be status, or otherwise the header text should be is active or something. Okay, let's leave that status. No issue. Whatever you want to show. Okay, next header style, all these things are same. And horizontal line, center. Okay, well, now just observe. Carefully notice this. This is a template field. Now in this template field, you should tell what control do you want. What control do you want? And when you're telling also, there's an option for you. What you know? In read-only mode, what control you want? In edit mode, what control you want? In insert mode, what control you want? You can tell everything separately now. Did you understand me or not? What did I say? In read-only mode, what do you want? If you change to edit mode, what do you want? How it should look? All the things you can describe here. Right now, we are not interested with edit mode. We are interested only in the read-only mode. Okay, but I'll show you all options here. When you use here, you will have an option called item template. Item template refers to read-only mode. Item template refers to read-only mode. And here you can tell what control you want now. Same way tomorrow, you want to just write some code for edit now. You can say edit item template is equals to means the first template will come into picture in the read-only mode. Second template comes into picture in the edit mode now. Are you clear? And right now, we are not interested with edit mode. In the tomorrow's example, we'll use edit mode also. So let me remove it. And in the place of it, what I use? Item template. What do you want to see? Radio button ID is equals to RP status. Run it is equals to server. Just a second. Let me save and refresh. You see a radio button there. First watch. You got a radio button. But this radio button is editable. See. But we don't want to be editable. It should be non-editable. Okay. So what to do? Enabled is equals to false. Enabled is equals to false. Now let me refresh again. See now it is disabled. Sir, fine, but value not coming. Value is not coming. See. I'm not able to see the value there, sir. Okay. See. Basically, template field means your own control. Okay. Binding should be done in a different style here. How do you bind for remaining fields? By using data field property, we bind out. But for template field, binding should be done like this. Watch it, all of you. What should come actually? Check is equals to, the value should come. Check is equals to true if I say. What will happen? All are true. All are true, man. But you want check is equals to true or check is equals to value in the table? The value in the table should come here, not true. What should come here? The value in the table should come here basically, not the true. Understood me or not? Okay. So what should be coming here is the value that is present in your particular table. It is not going to be true or false. Are you clear? So how to do the binding? Watch it carefully. Notice this. Single quote, percentile hash, eval of column name. What is the column? Okay, guys, online students, I got disconnected. I just got disconnected. Yeah, I'm back, connected back again. What happens to settings? Yeah, you can observe it. I'm using a radio button here, and right now checker is equals to true. Now, how to bind the columns to the user controls means basically if it is predefined template, we can directly use the data field and bind off. But this is not a predefined. We are going for user defined customization. So then what you require to do? Generally, for which property you need to send the value, check it property. If I say true means always true will come, but not true. It should load the value from the table. How to bind it? Say again, say syntax, single quote, percentile hash, eval of the name of your column. What the column name? Status. That is how you should do the binding. So be careful, everyone. How to write? Single quote, percentile hash, eval of column name. Eval of the column name. Okay, run again. And you see loading here, taking time. Okay, you see now, you have a radio buttons now. So wherever it is false in the table, it is unchecked. It is loading the data from the database now. Are you clear? Okay, well, now see, you're doing a styling for header now. All column names have the same styling only now. But you return this code 5 times. We set this separately for each column. Header style, for color, header style, back color. 5 times you return this code. When you write 5 times like this, suppose first column one style, second column and the style, third column and the style, then. But when you want the same style for all the columns, writing 5 times is unnecessary, na? Okay, you can simplify this here. When to use this option? When you want a different styling for each column, then use this option. Okay, otherwise, how to do I'll tell you. So I'm removing it. I'm removing the header style. Header style for all I'm removing. Okay, notice. Item style should I define separately? Yes, it should be defined separately because item style is different for each and everything. See, one have horizontal align center, some having right, some having left. So separately I should write it. Okay, but the header style looks the same for all. Yeah, I removed of this style attribute, guys, and you watch now. I'm not having any style. Okay, well, you can do styling in another way. How you know? Look. On the top of these columns, you have an option, guys. What you know? Header style. Directly, you have an option called header style. You have a common for all. You can use this now. Header style. Okay, tell now. That color is equals to yellow. Okay, sorry, yellow green, a different color I'm using. Faux color is equals to some orange red. I'm trying to set it like this now. See, you got it common for all now. Yes or not? So when do we use under when we use for bound field, when you use for columns, when you want a different styling, use it. No, sir, I want the same styling, then it is a better option. Okay, still Okay, I'll change to yellow and red. Okay, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Now, when you come to these columns here, for these also I want to give some styling. I want to give a styling for every row. I want to do styling for the rows now. We have an option called as row style. We have an option called as row style. Okay, so I'm writing back color is equals to tan and fore color is equals to teal. I'm doing a row style. Okay, see the beauty here. You have an option called as alternating row style. You have an option called as alternating row style. Means every alternate row will have a different style now. Okay, see what I'm doing. Back color is equals to teal. Fore color is equals to tan. Set up your own colors here. I'm just trying to just put an opposite setting. That's all. See, that's the customization possible with the grid control. Are you clear? So in the real time, that's what you see. Too many table controls getting up different looks and feels. This is how they do the customization for all. You are given with a different options to it. Right now, we are not in edit mode. We don't have an edit option. Suppose you have an edit. Suppose you have an edit option. You can write, I want to show edit row in a different style now. I can write a edit row style. And the edit rows are highlighted from the regular rows. Got it? Okay. So this is the process to customize a grid control. Customize a grid view control. So mainly, you notice I can give whatever controls I want, I can tell. What alignments I want, I can tell. Background colors, foreground colors, everything will be in your thing. But if I want to do all these things, the first thing you should remember is, shall I make it true? Array, one set is you generated, one set system generated now. See now, you're getting the all set is generated by you. This all set generated by the system. And system has brought you checkboxes. So that's why I said you set the auto generate columns as false. When you set this, system will not interfere, telling you do your own styling. Do your own styling for this. Okay. This is the third feature. So last class, when I started up this discussion, I said you data grid control is basically used for displaying the data in a tabular format to the user, but it has 4 features to it. What are the 4 features? Paging, sorting, still customizing, editing, all these things will be possible. So here we just looked into it yesterday here. Oh, not this, guys. Sorry. No, after connections things, huh? Yeah. Paging, I showed you yesterday. Sorting, I showed you today. Customization, just now I shown you. Next, editing. You can do editing. You can do editing. I have a grid. Using this, I want to edit a row in the table now. I want to delete a row in the table, possible. I can do my editing operations also by using the GridView control. Okay. How, sir? How can we do editing with the help of the GridView? Okay. We'll do one thing. We will do editing operations on this customer table only. Another example we take, but we'll do editing operations on the customer table only. Watch. Yeah. GridView underscore editing. First, add the GridView control first. ASP colon GridView. ID is equals to GV customer. Run it equal to server. And you guys just doing all these things now. What caption is equals to customer editing. Or otherwise, simple I'll say customer details. Okay. Horizontal align is equals to center. I'm also doing this, guys. What auto generate columns is equals to false. Just now I taught you all these things. Now I want to do some stylings. Add a style. Back color. For color. Next, row style. Same way, alternating row style. Just I'll go for a reverse coloring. Tail. 10. Next, columns. By columns. What I want? I want my first column, that is customer ID. Okay. Look, man. ASP colon bound field. ID is equals to, sorry, data field is equals to, what is the column? Customer ID. And what is that? Header text is equals to, header text is equals to, I'm just giving some header text as like something like this. CUST-ID. That's what I said here. Choice is yours. Next, item style. Horizontal align is equals to center. Okay. Now, tell me one thing. What is it? Here, how to change to edit mode, I'll tell you. In the edit mode, you want customer ID to be editable or non-editable? Louder. Customer ID should be non-editable. Customer ID can never be edited now. So that's why I'm adding another attribute here. Read only is equals to true. So now this customer ID text box will be non-editable now. Okay. Next. ASP colon bound field. Data field is equals to name. Header text is equals to, I'm just setting it as customer name. Okay. And no need of setting any header text item style for it. Default is left align and that works. Next. ASP colon bound field. Data field is equals to balance. Header text is equals to customer balance. Item style. Horizontal align right. Now we can use the same for city. And then checkbox field, data field is status, header text is active. And then item style, horizontal align center. Okay. Well, this is as same as the previous example only, guys. Let me go to the code. I'm using system.data SQL client. Okay. Well, I'm just trying to load the appropriate information. I've shown you how to load the data to you. I'm not focusing on this again and again. And to do this, I'm using two objects here. What did I say? I went for global declaration means I'm going to use them for multiple times. Yes or not? Okay. And you can observe this code. I explained you this already. Created a connection object, created a command object, bound this. If not a post back, load data. Earlier I written a method called show data, but here I call load data. Let me write the method. What am I doing in the load data? CMD dot command text is equals to select customer ID, name, balance, city, status, from customer, order by customer ID. Order by customer ID. Next, con dot open. SQL data reader dr is equals to cmd dot execute reader. Okay. Next, what you'll do? GV. I think GV customer dot data source equals to dr and GV customers dot data bind con dot close. So when I run this, by default, all the data will be loaded. Sir, you are not storing in a session to use in the next time. No, I'm not storing. I'll tell you. Actually, when I insert a new record, where I will insert in a database, next time that new record should be reloaded back into my application now. So I cannot store this in the local. If I store this in the local, I won't get the latest information from the database now. So every time when I want to reload, I will go to database and get the data from there. You can watch. You got your things right now. Are you clear? What's your plan? What's your plan? Edit. My plan is to edit the data. You want to edit it? Okay. If you want to edit, what you want to edit? I want to edit a particular row. I want to edit a particular row. Which row? Don't know, any row can be edited. Okay, if that is the case, every row should have a edit button now. Yes or not? What is that? Every row should have a edit button now. The biggest question mark now is, how do I get the edit button for every row now? Okay, observe. Look, guys, in the properties, you saw allow paging, allow sorting now. Auto generate edit button, auto generate delete button. You got this. See, auto generate columns we discussed already. We modified to false. Now you can say auto generate edit button. Sorry, edit button, auto generate delete button. See there. You got the edit and delete buttons. Now see, when you click on this edit button, when you click immediately, that row should change to edit mode now. I'll click on edit button. It should change to edit mode. But telling you, if that is the case, go and write the logic in this event now. See the beauty of the GridView here. Yesterday and today also. When you click on this, where you require to write the code, it is clearly showing on the screen now. Yesterday, row index changed something. I selected page index change or something. Page index changed. Today morning, sorting. Now, row editing. It will tell you clearly, this is an event where you are required to implement the logic. Okay. So, what is the event? Row editing. Go to row editing. Row editing. This is the event. What you required to do, you need to do this. GV customer dot. Okay, edit row in edit index is equals to. You need to specify which row you want to edit. Suppose I'm saying 3 here. Means I want to edit the 4th row. Are you clearer or not? But this is static value, na? What it should be? User selected. Okay. E dot. Array, yesterday say E dot, morning E dot sort expression. Yes or not? Okay, E dot sort expression. Same way, E dot new edit index. After this, you need to perform a reload of the data again. You need to perform a reload of the data. For that reason only, I have written a separate method called as load data. This will reload your data. Simple code here. What to do? Set the edit index and reload the data. Observe it, all of you. The beauty of that particular control, it will automatically change to the appropriate things. That the styles will be overlapping after using front-end code. If you feel the styles are overlapping, don't do the styling. Use your Angular styling now. When you use Angular and all, why do we use this? We will use Angular controls now. We don't use this first. Okay, click on the edit button here. That's what I said to you, man. All editable. See, customer ID is non-editable. Why, sir? I changed that to read-only mode. It did not change to edit. See now, generated text boxes, and now the checkbox is editable. Are you clearer or not? Okay, the checkbox is editable. And now, did you notice here? Change it to update and cancel. Change it to update and cancel. When you click on update, it will fire an event. You are required to go there and write the logic for updating the data to the table now. Okay, so click on cancel. You are required to go and write the code for changing to read-only mode again. Changing to read-only mode. How to edit, I will tell you. But first we'll write the code for row cancelling edit. This is simple, man. What is the event? Row cancelling edit. You are required to write the same code only here. Copy, paste it, but now it is -1. Means no editing. 0 means first one, huh? -1 means no editing. Okay. And one more thing here. Here, checkbox is also editable now. I want the checkbox also to be non-editable. I'll tell you the reason, but I want the checkbox also should be non-editable. Read only true. So what is true now? Customer ID not editable. And checkbox is a status is also non-editable. What is editable? Only name and all editable. Watch it, all of you. Edit. You got the checkboxes. Sorry, this checkbox is non-editable. See? Notice or not? When I click cancel, see again. Everything is ready-made, man. No need to write any logic, basically. It will do all the things for you. Generating the text boxes. Did you understand the bound field now? In read-only mode, it looks like a label. In edit mode, it looks like a text box. Label, text box. That's what the beauty of a bound field changes to label and text box. And coming to checkbox, editable, non-editable. It is not changing into different controls. Editable, non-editable. Are you clear? Understood or not? The same way, guys, when you click on delete, you need to write the logic in 2 more events now. What are the 2 more events? Row deleting, row updating. Row updating, you require the right code for updating. Row deleting, you require the right code for deleting. We'll do it tomorrow, guys. Let's stop here.